Hi, Thelma. And Thelma is you. So, here's the thing. I talk to Thelma all day, pretty much to keep myself busy. And I like talking to you. So, that's what I do. My husband's gone to work all day, and that used to bother me. But what I realize is I am blessed that he is willing to go to work like he does. And okay, so I get that. That's another video. The point is, I spend my day having coffee with Thelma. I could um, have an affair, but I don't want to do that. So I have coffee with you. The guy that I would have had an affair with died like last week, really, like last month. And the reason I say that about him is because I've known him since we were 9 years old. We met at Vacation Bible School, and we had an art project to do, and he was a boy, so I didn't think he was doing it right. And I asked if he wanted me to do it, and he said yeah. So I did it for him. He took it home, and his mom had it hanging on her wall, like for the rest of our lives. And we went to high school together, and we went to the prom together, and you know, we did lots of things together, but we went to different colleges, and we fell in love with different people. And that's awesome because I fell in love with Kevin, who eventually became my husband. The thing was, I had a traditional marriage. I don't even remember the marriage vows. It's like love, honor, cherish. I threw out the part that said obey. But I'm sure fidelity was in that. Even though it might not have been spoken, it was understood between me and Kevin that fidelity would be something that we would share with each other for the rest of our lives. And I knew that that was really important to him and to me. So I say I would have had an affair, but that's not true. And the other truth is this. You know, people have affairs all the time. I don't know what you call them, hookups or whatever. And those are people that are like fly by night, you don't really care about. I could never do that because for me to share that kind of personal time with somebody, I would have to care about them, or they would have to care about me. Now, there comes the old people in our lives, the ones that we care about. Like old loves, that kind of thing. What stops me there is the reality that if I were, or if you were, to have an affair with a person like that, you would come to resent them, I think. Even hate them, I think. And I don't ever want to feel that way about somebody that meant so much to me as a child. And why would that happen? Because inevitably, I would view that person, whoever it was, as partly responsible for the destruction of my family. Even if my husband and I stayed together, and people do, it would be different. And I understand that. I think those things would lead me to resent whatever the entity was that I caused that with, it would definitely change the relationship that my husband and I, would have with my children. And I have 2 children, and it would there's no way it wouldn't change the relationship that we would have with our grandchildren, because then there'd be these other people in our lives, and it would be like your step granddaddy or your step grandmom, and that happens. And I've learned to respect that. And in other people's lives, it's wonderful because it teaches them unconditional love. Yeah. But in my life, I don't think it would work so well, because I would be resentful of that person. I would probably grow to hate that person, and I didn't want to do that. The early loves in my life were very important. I feel sorry for other people who didn't have that kind of love in their life. Wow. Okay. So, this is about fidelity.